Hi guys. So I know this is a little bit late because by the time I get this posted it'll probably be Friday. But better late than never to take part in Theme Thursday, and of course Maisie has to take part in it. So I pulled out this onesie that I bought in Arizona. And when I was in Arizona, I had actually tried this exact onesie on her. Because obviously I had a Maisie back home. And so this little cutie right here was like my model when I was in Arizona to see what fit and what didn't fit. And this one in particular, it just fits, but it works. It's like a thermal material onesie with snowflakes. And I'm going to pair it with these overalls. And I know it's kind of weird because these overalls have butterflies and flowers, and the onesie has hearts and snowflakes. But I thought it would look nicer to have this onesie under than just a plain white onesie. So that's what I'm going to do. So, when I had the other Maisie, she actually wore these overalls to the London doll show. And I know that these are pumpkin patch 0 to 3 months, but they do run a little bit big. But that's okay. So let's get you ready for Theme Thursday. And as I do this, I'm also going to give you guys an update on my RealCare 2 baby. For those of you that don't know, I had a RealCare 2 baby Think It Over doll, which is like one of those parenting computerized dolls. And that's actually what got me started in this hobby, was an interest in the electronic dolls. Let me just make sure she's still in frame. Okay. So it's a computerized baby that cries on a real infant schedule. I haven't had that baby turned on in, I would say, over a year now, maybe even a little bit longer than that. I think I'm going to take this undershirt off since I know the other one is a little snug. It might help. But yeah, I haven't had it on in, I would say, over a year. The last time I had her on, I did notice that she was having trouble recognizing the controller to program her, and trouble recognizing the ID tag that you have to swish over her before you care for her. But she would still identify them. It just took a lot of waving before she picked it up. But other than that, I didn't find any other issues, except that slowly, over time, her vinyl discolored. It changed an orange color. Everything but her face. The back of her head, her arms, her legs, all changed color over time, slowly. So Alex took her to the Canadian department of Baby Think It Over, or whatever, Reality Works is the company. And here they're called Studioka or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but they handle, you know, repairs and stuff like that of the dolls. And so he dropped it off, and the first thing that they said was that the discoloration they could not clean off, which I wasn't expecting them to, because I tried lots of things to clean it off myself, thinking it may have been dye of some sort, but nothing came off. And it kind of turned oily over time and shiny. So they said that they suspect some kind of lotion or not baby oil, but lotion or oil or paint, oily paint was used on the baby, and that caused the discoloration. Now, before this discoloration started, I will say that it had been known in my group that I ran for these dolls for years and years. People were saying it was okay to wash your doll by using a mixture of baby oil and water and using a toothbrush to scrub it, and then wiping it down with a cosmetic round, and then wiping it with baby wipes and drying it. And I had done that twice throughout the years of having her, and the last one being a couple of months before the discoloration started. And also they said it was safe to use a little tiny bit of baby lotion, like, I mean, not slathering it on, but like kind of rubbing it into your hands and then just like putting the little bit of excess on. So I had done that too. And so, judging by what they told me, my guess is that it was one of those things that I did that somehow had a reaction with the vinyl. I'm thinking maybe because I think the baby lotion I had was quite old, as was the baby oil. So maybe because they were old, it had a reaction, because no one else has had this happen and they've used the same products. So that was the first thing they told me. Then the second thing they told me was that it seemed like she couldn't hold a charge because she has a rechargeable battery. Oh, let's lift you up so we can pull up these overalls. So then they figured that out, and they said, okay, she's fully charged now. She's holding the charge. But tonight I got an email saying that the yellow light on her back wasn't blinking. And apparently the yellow light has to be blinking because that lets them know that it is able to communicate with the software. And so they said that it was not communicating with the software. And so what they have kind of come to the conclusion of is that she was given a bath. I'm thinking when they're saying that, they're thinking maybe she was submerged in water, which she never was. I never would put an electronic doll in water. They think some kind of moisture got in there and fried her main circuit board. Yeah. So basically what they told me is I can get the limbs replaced. I can get the circuit board and battery replaced. All of that done for $600, which I don't have right now. Or I can do a trade-in to get a RealCare Baby Basic, which I don't even know what that is. I don't know if that means it's another RealCare 2 baby that just comes with the doll itself and not all the accessories, like the controller and all that stuff, but I don't even think they make the RealCare 2s anymore, so I don't really know what they're offering me. But the trade-in would be, if I trade it in, then I pay $790 for the new doll versus almost $2,000, I guess. And I, again, don't have that money to spend. And really, I just had to put a head wrap on her. Look at her, she looks so cute. Yeah, so I don't have that money to spend. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to even spend it if I did have it, because I really didn't play with her anymore. And so I originally was just wanting to get her checked out to make sure everything was in working order. And if it was, I was planning to sell her. But now that they're telling me she's basically kaput, broken, isn't working, I don't think I'd be able to sell her, at least not for as much as I had hoped to get for her. I could probably sell her controller and accessories, because a lot of people buy the RealCares on eBay, but they don't come with the actual controller to work them. So I could always sell the controller and accessories, I guess. But it's really disappointing because I'm really losing out on quite a bit of money to not be able to sell her. Yeah, and I mean, if they were offering me a RealCare 3, which is their latest model, for $790, I may consider it because it's the newest model, and it might be kind of interesting to see how it differs, because it does have the ability to sense temperature changes, and you have to dress it accordingly, which my other one didn't have. But again, I don't have $790 just sitting around to do that. So I don't really know. I just asked them a couple more questions, and I'm going to wait to hear back from them tomorrow and then make my decision. I don't really know what I can do, but here she is. Here's Miss Maizie all dressed, and she looks so freaking cute. Again, like when I had these overalls on my other Maizie, they were cute on her, but they didn't make her pop like this baby. Oh my gosh. This is like perfect for her. And I really do think maybe that's what it was. My other Maizie was supposed to be a boy. And that's probably why the girly stuff wasn't working. But this Maizie is all girl. She is all girl. So, say hello to everybody. She says, hi. Hi. Mwah. Mwah. Oh gosh, I love this baby so much. Look at her. She's just so sweet. Should we do the zoom in again? I think we should. And I don't know if you can hear, but in the background, Riley is snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's not that loud, but there's Miss Maizie in her head wrap and her overalls, and she's looking so darn cute. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video. Maisie's first theme Thursday, first of many, I'm sure. And and then the update on my RealCare too. It's left me with a sinking, sick feeling, because that doll was like $1,000, just a little over $1,000 Canadian, when I bought her brand new. And so just to think that she could just be going into the garbage is not leaving me with a very good feeling. But this little cutie right here with her smiley face, she kind of makes it all better. Yeah, you do. Alright guys, well thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!